Hi everyone, my name is Leanne and today I'm going to be bringing you my TBR for the Booktubeathon 2018. This is the third year in a row, I believe, that I've participated in the Booktubeathon, and I think I managed to complete it for the previous 2 years. I'm like 80% sure that I completed it both years. There is the possibility that I'm entirely wrong in saying that though. If somehow you don't know what the Booktubeathon is, I will leave all the information linked down below, but it is one of the most widely participated in readathons here on Booktube. It lasts 7 days and it is starting on the 30th of July this year and then running for 7 days. There are 7 challenges for the 7 days of the Booktubeathon and you can participate in as many or as few of these as you'd like. You can double up on challenges, so you could potentially use one book to fulfill 6 of the challenges. One of the challenges is always to read 7 books, and I am going to try and do that, as I always do try and do. Now the first challenge is to let a coin toss decide what the first book that you will be reading is. I quite liked the idea of choosing between 2 little black classics, so the 2 that I'm going to be choosing between are The Lifted Veil by George Eliot and Daphnis and Chloe by Longus. So I've got 20p, and I'm going to say that heads is George Eliot and tails is the other one. Heads is George Eliot. Which is actually quite fitting because the next challenge is to read a book about something that you would like to do. And I could have gone for all the exciting things in the world. But I've gone for a non-fiction book. I have gone for Rebecca Mead's The Road to Middlemarch, My Life with George Eliot. Every year, Rebecca Mead rereads George Eliot's Middlemarch. And that is something that I would really like to do one day because I read Middlemarch for the first time in my second year of university and I absolutely loved it. And over 2 years has passed since then and I have not reread it. The next challenge is to read a book and watch its film adaptation, and I was pretty stumped by this one for a while. I looked through all of my physical books that I've got with me, I looked through all my ebooks and nothing was really standing out to me, but I have found myself an option. I'm sure there must be a film adaptation of Tess of the D'Urbervilles. Like there's gotta be, surely. I haven't looked this up. So this is one that I'm considering picking up, but it is a classic and it's a bit of a chunkster. Like not massive, but by Booktubeathon standards, bit of a chunkster. So my other option, if I'm feeling a bit more lazy, is I'm just gonna read Bridget Jones' The Age of Reason by Helen Fielding and just rewatch the film for like the 12th time in 2 months. Definitely the worst Bridget Jones film, but it's fine. The next challenge is to read a book with green on the cover, and for this I'm going for Herland by Charlotte Perkins Gilman. Look how beautiful this cover is and all the different shades of green that is on it. So this is a utopian novel that was published in 1915 and is about what happens when 3 men discover an island that is only populated by women. It's about the different ways that the men react to this and how it challenges their own beliefs about human existence. The next challenge is to read a book while wearing a hat, and I think this challenge is stupid. I'm not judging anyone for like joining in like this fun and quirky thing, but like I understand the criticism of it and I also just think it's stupid. I also don't own a hat, but also if you complete the Booktubeathon this year you get a certificate, and I would really like a certificate. So I'm gonna say that this headband is a hat. Like I objectively know that it's not, but anyways, the book I'm going to be reading is actually a book that I'm going to be listening to. I am going to be listening to Juliet Takes a Breath, which has been recommended to me so many times. It was on my TBR for the Booktubeathon, but I didn't end up going down that route of the map, so I'm putting it on this TBR, and I am so ready for that bisexual representation. The penultimate challenge is to read a book with a beautiful spine, and I figured I should probably put in one of my What the Hell Happened to My Halls books. That video probably hasn't gone up yet, so you know, spoilers for that, but I'm gonna go with Rebel of the Sands by Alwyn Hamilton. It's got a pretty beautiful spine, it's a nice shade of blue, there's some gold foiling on there, there's a horse. This is like a YA magical fantasy desert book. And the final challenge is to read 7 books. Now I could just read this one as my 7th book, but I'm not gonna. I'm gonna chuck some poetry in the mix as well. Mainly because poetry is short and I want to complete the Booktubeathon and I want that certificate, and to do that I'm going to need some shorter books. So the poetry collection that I've picked is You Found a Beating Heart by Nisha Bahu. All I really know about this collection is that it has a feminist tones to it and it's got kind of like a free writing approach to it. Not heard too many people talking about this collection, so I'm excited to see what I make of it. But you know what, right? I genuinely think I can do this. My reading slump is done. I'm out of my reading slump. I'm doing good. I genuinely think this is achievable. That's it. That's my TBR. Let me know down below if you've read any of these books and what you thought of them. Are there any of them that you think I should prioritise and definitely read? Let me know down below and I will talk to you guys in my next video. Oh, also, if you want to give to my Just Giving page, because I am doing a walk in aid of the Alzheimer's Society, then links will be down below. Anyway, have a nice day. Goodbye.